somewhat unpredictable, unfortunately. Like it's not like you get what you see.
Mm-hmm.
You might. So, but yeah,
I mean,
today.
Greenwood has nobody over 5'7". So, what's that? That's four. That's 8 inches. Emily Bone has 8 inches on every player on their team.
Wow, small worlds. They don't have any seniors either, right?
They have four.
Oh, okay, Greenwood does.
Yeah.
I thought they did. There's one team.
Owen Withy didn't have any.
That's what it was. I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I can't remember which team it was.
Owen Withy and the Assumption Boys.
Yeah, yeah, those two. And that's why they both struggle. Well, it's not the only reason, but
Yeah.
because there are teams that are, good without seniors sometimes. Like, well, it's college, but it's kind of hard to compare college, junior in college to being a junior in high school.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Same status technically, but it's just a whole different level.
Gonna make sure Coach Klein doesn't run away from us tonight.
Yeah.
Jason said to make sure he comes up here before he goes to radio, because
People are starting to recognize me now. Starting to get famous around these parts.
yeah.
They're like, hey, here's Leslie.
Well, and I mean, Coach or in FHR is what here the last 2 weeks. We were here for 4 months.
Yeah, we've been day one.
They didn't come to the conference championship game on Saturday because they had to. FHR has Badger basketball or whatever.
They're really struggling too recently.
FHR or the Badgers?
No, the Badgers. Well, both technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah. I didn't realize that could be taken both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's somewhat accurate for both.
Well, and I was watching the Dan Patrick show today. And I was super confused because at the beginning of it they were talking about like Big Ten and Pac-12 like canceling stuff.
Basketball or football?
Well, I
football
didn't know at first because then I went to their Twitter page and said that the Dan Patrick show was off. Like the day the guys were all off today. And so they were just playing like their best of the year.
Okay.
I was like, what in the world? Because they were talking about Big Ten and Pac-12 football canceling their season.
You're like,
I was like, what are they talking about? But then I went onto their Twitter page and they all had vacation today. I was super freaking confused.
What channel are they on now?
They're on Peacock. Peacock streaming.
They used to be on NBC.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Klein, don't forget afterwards. All right.
Awesome.
Perfect. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. A player, not a coach.
Yeah, just bring up the assistant coach.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, Peacock is NBC streaming,
yeah.
and so I mean,
I wonder why they got demoted.
well, they were on NBCSN, and then their contract with AT&T was up.
Oh, yeah.
So then they were on YouTube for a while, and then they were on.
Are they still on ESPN Radio? I think so.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think so. But they've been bouncing all around the last couple of months.
Yeah, it's too bad. They were very consistent for a while.
Yeah, I think Dan said that after their AT&T contract, like when the that off too. Scroll down, take that off. And then
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Chili Implement pregame show. Chili Implement, your local Kubota dealer here in central Wisconsin, located just west of Marshfield for all your sales, service, parts, and everything you need to your local Kubota dealer, whether it's on the farm or getting rid of the nasty snow that's out there. Check out Chili Implement, again, located just west of Marshfield. A big weekend at Zaleski Sports this weekend. It is girls basketball regional semifinals and finals. 11 games in total you'll find at ZaleskiSports.com. Live highlights. We'll run the gamut of it. We're here in Mosney now as we get ready for Mosney girls regionals here this weekend. But you'll see action all over central Wisconsin, including Wisconsin Rapids, both Assumption and Lincoln, Neillsville, Loyal, Columbus Catholic, and others. It's a big weekend here at Zaleski Sports, and we're excited to have you along for the ride. And make sure to tell all your friends, neighbors, and strangers about live sports and the highlights. Just send them a note on your local and favorite social media, and let them know that live sports and highlights are always available and always free at ZaleskiSports.com. Again, such a big weekend. Myself, Dan Ross, Steve Maves, and a whole host of others, Larry Hazer, and many others, bringing you all the action from across the area all weekend long, all Friday and Saturday. And of course, we also have sectional final hockey in Mosney as Rhinelander and Lakeland get together. That's Saturday at 5 o'clock. Winner goes to state, and that'll be live at ZaleskiSports.com. And then you'll find me Saturday calling Division III wrestling state finals over in Wausau East. And you can check out WIAA.org for more information on how to watch D3 wrestling. Again, it's state wrestling, and I will be on the call for that all day on Saturday. Plus everything else we're doing across the area. It's really ridiculous, is what it is. But we're glad to do it, and glad you all get to enjoy it. Again, this has been the Chili Implement pregame show. Chili Implement, your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin, located just west of Marshfield for all your sales, service, and parts, whether it's on the farm or getting rid of the snow outside. Chili Implement will get you taken care of. Your game is coming up next.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
welcome to Assumption High School for regional semifinal girls playoff action here tonight as the #1 seeded Assumption Royals take on the #5 seed Greenwood Indians. Good evening, everyone. Steve Maves alongside Kevin Bargender here in Wisconsin Rapids as playoff time. It is a best time of the year, I think. A lot of fun. Usually get good crowds as we have one here tonight. The Assumption Royals coming off of a tough loss on Monday, 54-33 to the Stratford Tigers. Just could not get much going offensively against the Tigers. Izzy Youngworth with 5 points. Ayanara Sanz de Rosas with 7, just 1 of 10 from the field. Jesse Grunhofer with 6 points, 2 of 17 from the field. And Emily Bone finished with 5 points. She fouled out with about 7.5 minutes to go in that ball game. For the Greenwood Indians, just 3-7 on the year, 2-6 in the Clover Belt East. That was good for 7th, head coached by Trevor Wietrich. They started 2-1 on the year, and they have only had 2 games. Only 2 games since January 15th. That included their win on Tuesday, 42-37 win at Port Edwards to get to this point. It was 13-12 Port at halftime, and then the Greenwood Indians 30-24, outscoring them in the second half. Mesa Rasmussen with 12, Celine Wietrich with 9, Kaya Abel with 8. 12 of 53 from the field, 12 of 23 from the free throw line, 6 of 21 from beyond the arc. Those first 2 wins came against Spencer, 38-36, and against Owen Withee, a game Kevin and I had back on December 17th.
That was their last win back on December 17th before Tuesday's game at Port Edwards. Averaging about 33.5 points a game, led in scoring by Mesa Rasmussen at 8 points per game. Other games going on around the Zaleski Sports Network tonight. We got Colby and Neilsville, Medford at Mosinee, and Columbus Catholic at Loyal. We will have highlights of Lacrosse Central at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln up on our page later on tonight. 5 teams still alive in the Merriwood South playing tonight. Stratford is at Osseo Fairchild. Spencer is at Edgar. Marathon, or all 6 teams, pardon me. Marathon is at Cadott. Wild Rose is at Auburndale. How about this? Newman Catholic getting a 21-point win over Mercer on Tuesday. That was their first win of the year. They are up in Athens tonight to take on the Blue Jays. We're nearly coming up on our opening ceremonies here in just a moment, but again, appreciate everyone tuning in. This is the first meeting between these two schools in at least 20 years that I've seen online, that all the way back to what WIS Sports had. Of course, Assumption joining the WIAA about 21-ish years ago when WISA disbanded, and Assumption and all the other Catholic schools came to the WIAA. So first meeting between these two schools. Assumption, a rich history, as well as Greenwood. They were at state in 2000, sectional final in 2009. We'll go through the rest of their playoff record in just a couple of moments. 2015 lost to Tri-County in regional quarterfinal. 2016 and 2017 lost to Newman Catholic regional quarterfinal. Gilman in 18, Gilman in 19, and lost to Prairie Farm last year in a regional semifinal. As always, we're going to turn it over to Phil Hartley for our opening prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups here from Assumption. Sit back, relax. Playoff girls basketball here right on Zaleski Sports.
The second round regional contest between the Indians of Greenwood and the Royals from Assumption High School. Assumption, Greenwood, and WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all attendants, cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart. Join us singing our national anthem, this evening led by Assumption Junior Lizzie Youngworth and Assumption Senior Maria Hartley.
No prayer today.
Starting line. First, Greenwood. Senior 2, Senior number 5, Olivia Cotton. Senior number 11, Christy North. Senior number 12, Kia Abel. Senior number 13, Lisa Rasmussen. And Coach Greenwood. Lisa Royals. Senior number 14, Sam Nelson. Sophomore number 24, Kristen Casey. Senior number 30, Seinfeld. Senior number 32, Jesse Grunhofer. Senior number 54, Emily. Oh.
As always, I'd like to thank Phil Harley for our pregame festivities here at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, as Greenwood will start with the basketball. They go Celine Wietrich, Olivia Klaben, Gracie North, Kia Abel, and Mesa Rasmussen. The Assumption Royals, Sammy Nelson, Kristen Casey, Ayanara Santos Rosas, Jesse Grunhofer, and Emily Bone. As Assumption will start with the basketball. Switching it up here in the postseason. Assumption from left to right. We start here in Wisconsin Rapids as the Royals Royals averaging 51 points a game. Emily Bone down to Jesse Grundhofer, left hand, left it short, offense rebound, up, and Jess will go to the line for 2 free throws. That's what the Royals are going to have to do all night long. They have the big height advantage. Abel picks up her first foul. Grundhofer at the line for 2. She shoots 64%. And since they've come back from their 2-week quarantine, when they've been off for 3 weeks, she has struggled from the free throw line. Second one for Jess, off the mark, offense rebound, Emily Bone, back over to Grundhofer in the lane, gets bumped, right hand, can't get it to go. Emily Bone, right hand can't go. Good rebound, and up and in. Emily Bone for 2. Gracie North doing all she can to try and box her out. And right near half court. Ball's on the ground. And a foul on Kristen Casey. The Indians with 22 turnovers per game they average. Again, only 10 games on the year for the Indians, but able to go over to Port Edwards, get a big win against the Blackhawks on Tuesday. Swings it over to the right side. That is Kia Abel. Over to Wietrich. Celine working on Sammy Nelson, and a travel and a turnover over to the Assumption Royals. Again, we'll keep an eye out on our game over in Loyal. The winner of Loyal Columbus Catholic will either take on Assumption or Greenwood tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Kristen Casey with it over to Ayanara. Left open, three-pointer, knocks it down. Ayanara Santos Rosas. She shoots 29% and quickly 5-0 Royals. Wietrich with it now. Working against Ayanara, steps through, floater, got it to go. Nice shot, Celine Wietrich. Celine averages 5.5 points a game, 5-2 Royals on top. Casey down to Emily Bone, right hand, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound, and she's going to get fouled. And that is going to go on Gracie North, I believe. That'll be her first, team second here in the opening minute and a half. Cassie Hebert checks in for Gracie North, and that is going to be a tough matchup for the Indians no matter what here tonight. No player for Greenwood stands over 5'7". Sammy Nelson lets a 3 fly. Sammy Nelson for 3. 8-2 Royals. Again, Assumption hasn't played since Monday when they got throttled against Stratford. Jesse Grundhofer comes with the steal. Ayanara with it, steps through. Right hand up and in, counted and one. Royals up 10-2, nearly 2 minutes into this first half. 16:09 to go. INR at the free throw line for +1. She shoots 67% from there. The end one is off the mark. 0 for 3 for the Royals from the free throw line to start things. They shoot 62% as a team there. Rasmussen with it now. Kicks it up to Klaben. Goes baseline out of bounds, staying with Greenwood. 10-2, 15:59 to go. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight, live from Assumption High School. Girls Regional semifinal. Greenwood and Assumption. Down to Hebert, swings it around, kicks it all the way to the near side, gets double teamed. Back over to Klaben at the top of the key. In and out of the hands and out of bounds. Over to Assumption. Out of bounds to Abel. Off of Kia's hands. Leave us a comment where you're watching from. Have a shout out to give in just a little bit. Speaking of Phil Hartley, INR, a three-pointer rattles it in there. She's got 8, and it's 13-2. Got a relative of a player watching from a few states away. Phil Hartley mentioning it before game time. Swings it around, knocked away. Able to come away with it. Abel dribbles into the lane, over to Mesa Rasmussen, right elbow, steps through, throws it up there, can't get it to go. Rebound by Jesse Grundhofer for Assumption. Grundhofer with it now, steps through, left hand, left short, fought for, and it's going to go to Greenwood as Kayla Kirkman checks in for the first time. Again, if you're watching online or watching on your phone, computer, however you're watching, comment, tell us where you're watching from. Shout out to a relative out in Maine watching for the Assumption Royals. Olivia Klaben gets double teamed. Still trying to look as it's going to be a jump ball and a turnover back to the Royals. Get height is a big factor here tonight. 13-2, 14:35 to go opening half. INR with it. Back over to Kayla Kirkman in the right wing. Kicks it all the way over to INR. She lets a three fly, and she knocks down another one. INR with 11. She struggled against Stratford offensively with turnovers and shooting. Everybody from Assumption struggled on Monday night. Down to Hebert, poked in the air, another turnover taken by the Royals. Jessie Grundhofer, as she may have carried it. Back over to Kristen Casey. Kayla Kirkman down to Emily Bone. Bone gets double teamed. Back over to Grundhofer. Back over to INR, left baseline. Looking down to Kristen Casey in the zone against the Greenwood Indians. INR, a floater with the left hand, can't get it to go. And Hebert with a nice rebound for the Indians. Celine Wietrick across the timeline, gets double teamed immediately, throws it up. Jessie Grundhofer, another steal. Nobody in front of her, and she's going to lay it in easy with the left hand. And Coach Wietrick will take a timeout. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
When you want to win, you look for an expert. When you want an expert to look after your vehicle, you do the same. Sherrill Tire and Service Center will treat you with respect and remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you understand what you need.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Score from Loyal as Columbus Catholic 8, Loyal 5 was at 12-12 to go in the opening half over in Loyal. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game tomorrow night. And again, that's why it's always said that it's tough to play and beat a team 3 times. Loyal has handedly taken down Columbus Catholic both times in their matchups this year. Wietrick inbounds to Rasmussen. Shot can't get it to go. Emily Bone comes away with the rebound. Kendall Dillman and Izzy Youngworth getting ready to check in for the Royals on the next dead ball. Gonna appreciate Chili Implement and Cheryl Tire and all of our, she's gonna get called for the travel. Appreciate all of our sponsors here, especially through our run in the postseason. It is not cheap to bring you live games in the playoffs, but couldn't do it without the sponsors, video sponsors, sponsors I'll read in just a little bit, and sponsors that you see on the bottom left of your screen. Youngworth over to Emily Bone on the right wing. Kicks it all the way over to Kayla Kirkman. Pull-up jumper for Kayla, left baseline. Nice shot for Kayla Kirkman. And a full timeout coming. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice to learn with small, in-person classes, online classes, and innovative technology classes. Your choice of school to career or career to career support. Your choice to get started here and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. 20-2 Assumption over Greenwood here. Mosney up 9-2 on Medford. That was a team that they lost to a couple of weeks ago. And then Neilsville up big on Colby and another turnover on Kia Abel. But Neilsville up big 20-3 on Colby. Neilsville a very heavy favorite in that regional. They will take on the winner of Osseo, Fairchild, and Stratford. Into Malia Colo over to Jesse Grundhofer. The only issue for Neilsville is that Aquinas is in their sectional, so they'll most likely have to travel. Three-pointer, Kayla Kirkman, just a bit strong. Rebounded by Kendall Dillman. Back over to Kayla. Swings it over to Izzy Youngworth on the right side and going to get pushed by Emily Schlau for the Greenwood Indians. Get Assumption at 10-8 on the year. Finished at 8-3 in the Marywood, and Izzy Youngworth didn't get in bounds in time to receive the pass from Kendall Dillman. Three-way tie for the Royals in the conference to end the season with Auburndale and Stratford, all three of them claiming a conference title. Good pass down to Hebert. Can't quite finish. Up and in. Cassie Hebert finishes for the Indians. Hands it off to Kirkman. 20-4, poked away. Another steal for the Indians. Abel with it now. Gets it poked from behind. And Izzy Youngworth with it. Finds Kendall Dillman. Good run by Kendall. Back over to Colo, cutting to the hoop. And Jesse Grunhofer gets hounded, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Emily Bone getting ready to check back in for the Royals. .11:37 to go. First one for Jess is good. Nobody enjoys being without comfort, even more so on the coolest time of the year. When your furnace is giving you trouble, give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble. And we'll get the comfort working again rapidly. Call Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Emily Bowen checks in for Jesse Grundhofer. Just 1 for 2 from the line, just 1 for 4 so far tonight. Kayla Kirkman running the offense for the Royals. Kendall Dillman on the left wing. Top of the key to Colo. Swings it back around to Kirkman. Finds Emily Bowen. Again, Bowen with, what do we say, about 8 inches on the tallest player for Greenwood. Pull-up jumper for Dillman. Can't get it to go. Emily Bowen with the offensive rebound. Izzy Youngworth too strong on the 3. Offense rebound by Malia Colo. Lays it in. (23-4) and throws it right into the hands of Emily Bowen. Another turnover, another steal for the Royals. And Kendall Dillman will draw the foul with 10:47 to go in the first half. 23-4 Royals. Delaney Kirchner checks in for the Indians for the first time. It was going to be a tall task, obviously. Emily Bowen takes it to the rim, can't finish it, and rebound there by Kirchner, who just checked in. Wietrich working on Youngworth, poked away, but she's going to get called for the reach with 10:27 to go in the first. A couple of Royals check in. Sammy Nelson checks back in, as well as Kristen Casey. And Ayanara Sanzirosas checks back in for Kayla Kirkman. And Maria Hartley will check in for Malia Colo. Good to see Maria get some minutes here tonight for Assumption. Celine Wietrich with it now on the right side, working against Sammy Nelson. Back over to Kirchner on the right wing. And we'll have a whole slate of games tomorrow as well for you on the Zaleski Sports Network. I know Jason's going over to Wausau. He's going to be able to call the Division III state wrestling over in Wausau East or Wausau West. Not quite sure. But Celine Wietrich will go to the line where she shoots at a 50% mark on the year. Kaya Abel checks back in for Greenwood Indians. She will not go to the free throw line. Fouls on the floor. 10 minutes left here in the half. Wietrich trying to find an inbounds, finds Hebert on the right wing, right baseline. Back over to Schlau. Mishandles it as Ayanara comes away with the steal. Great pass from Nelson up to Kristen Casey up and in. What a pass from Sammy Nelson. That's all the way over to Schlau. 25-4. And stolen away by Ayanara, and she lays it in. Ayanara with one heck of a first half, already 13 of the 27 points for the Royals. Most points the Royals have scored this year, 85, and that was against Marathon right before the quarantine. Pull-up jumper for Abel, can't quite get it to go, and it's going to be out of bounds and staying with Greenwood. A couple of Royals colliding and one Greenwood Indian falling into the crowd of Royals. Wietrich to inbound, baseline right to our left. And a foul on Kristen Casey on the pass in to Mesa Rasmussen. Team foul number 4. Foul on Kristen Casey as Jesse Grundhofer checks back in for the Royals for Emily Bowen. Wietrich inbounds it, finds Abel. The outlet pass there. Klaben with it, down to Hebert, knocked away, stolen away. Ayanara pushing it quickly from left to right, dribbles out of it. Ayanara was left wide open. Back over to Sammy Nelson, left side and left short. Rebound taken by Rasmussen, nicely done by Mesa. I think we in our game and a backcourt violation on the Indians. I think when we went to Greenwood in December, I think we talked to Mesa Rasmussen after their win over Owen Withy. Weren't able to play Owen Withy again because of some issues. Obviously, everybody has them. Ionara with it over to Kristen Casey. Look down to Jesse Grundhofer. Maria Hartley swings it around to Kristen Casey. Down to Jesse Grundhofer. Gets double teamed. Over to Sammy Nelson. 3-pointer left short. Rebound taken by Wietrich. And the Indians looking ahead. She's dribbling it all the way up. Hartley takes a spill. Rebound taken by Kristen Casey. If that's what teams are going to do against the Royals, and they have done pretty much all year, the last couple of years, there's Ionara for 3, left short. Offense rebound by Kristen Casey. Finds Maria Hartley down to Jesse Grundhofer and just over the top and out of bounds. But if that's what teams are going to do in this run in the playoffs against the Assumption Royals, double team the post, the outside shooters have to be able to hit some big shots from the perimeter. Mesa Rasmussen picks up her dribble, nearly poked away. Back over to Rasmussen, 7:50 to go. Kristen Casey hits the floor against Mesa Rasmussen. She lets the 3 fly. Too strong. Offense rebound taken by the Indians. Claiborne with it. Dribbles it into the lane. Pull-up jumper for Claiborne. Can't get it to go. Hebert fights for it with Sansi Rosas, and it's out of bounds, staying with the Indians. 4 in, 4 out. 4 in, 4 out for Assumption. Drexler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you a 5-cent per mile premium over van. Drexler Transport drivers are always home for the requested time off. Drexler Transport is family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DrexlerTransport.com to apply today. Kicks over to Abel. Free throw line, steps back, jumper, got it to go. Nice shot by Kia Abel. Youngworth swings around to Kendall Dillman. Back over to Izzy Youngworth on the right side against Jesse Grundhofer. Grundhofer gets triple teamed. Dillman able to recover. 3-pointer Kirkman too strong. The Royals don't want to say have gone cold, but they've missed quite a few shots the last couple of possessions, as Grundhofer is going to get called for the travel. 6:54 to go here in the first half. 27-6. Royals on top. That one is going to be on the floor and hits the out-of-bounds line, as Gracie North will check back in for Greenwood. 6:46 to go, and another substitution. That's Delaney Kirchner, the 5'4" sophomore for Coach Wietrich. Still trying to find an inbounds. That's Avery Wietrich, number 3. One of those couple of freshmen on the ball club this year for Coach Wietrich. Abel with it now, picks up her dribble, back over to Avery. Down low, going to be poked out of bounds by Jesse Grundhofer with 6:28 to go in the first half. Again, stick around for halftime. We'll have an opportunity to look at our scores from around the Zaleski Sports Network, as well as if we can find a Stratford Osseo Fairchild score, maybe an Athens Newman Catholic score as well. Marathon's up at Cadott. Don't know if Cadott's going to have one. 3-pointer. Abel! Okay, Abel with the step back 3. She's got 5, and it's 27-9. Youngworth with it on the right side. Up to Colo. Down to Grundhofer. She steps through. Left hand. Can't finish. Rebound offensively for Grundhofer, and couldn't quite finish. So we'll take a look at halftime, see if we can find some scores around the WIAA. Something to 13 Loyal. Columbus Catholic and Loyal. Grundhofer knocks down the first one. So if you have any scores to report, let us know in the comments, as INR will check in. Mosney 13, Medford 12. 37-8 Neelsville over Colby. Still no Columbus score on there. As Emily Bone checks in, Jesse 2 for 2. As they take down the scoreboard to get it fixed up. 5:51 to go. Kayla Kirkman with a steal. Malia Colo with a step through, and she'll go to line for 2. So again, if you have any scores to report, please let us know. We will get them read here tonight. And at halftime, we'll hopefully have some scores for you as well, some score updates. At the end of this ball game, we'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Klein. He said he'd run right up here right after the ball game, so talk to Coach Klein. Second one for Colo is good. 1 for 2 from Malia. Celine Wietrich with it now. Throws it over the head of Mesa Rasmussen and out of bounds. 5:42 to go in the first half, 30-9. Sammy Nelson over to Ayanara. Back over to Izzy Youngworth, down to Malia Colo. Good pass, couldn't quite finish, and a foul on Emily Bone on the rebound. Good box out by Gracie North. Celine Wietrich. Good ball handling there by Celine. She picks up the dribble back over to Mesa Rasmussen. Gracie North dribbles with the left hand top of the key. Back over to Abel. She was open if she would have let the three fly. Claiborne throws it up there, and somehow Olivia Claiborne knocks down the basket. 30-11, 5 minutes to go. Bone over to Ayanara on the left wing. Izzy Youngworth's wide open. Back over to Ayanara. Just throws it up there. A lot of contact and an offensive foul. That's going to be team foul number 6 as Gracie North picks up or draws the offensive foul. Wazika Steuben up 24-10 on North Crawford. A possible matchup for Assumption if they are able to make it to sectionals. Zika Steuben along with Royal and Alma Center. And a body foul on Sammy Nelson. And Greenwood will head to the line for 1-1. As Kristen Casey checks in for Assumption. See what we got going to the line. That is 5'4" senior Celine Wietrich. First one for Celine is good. She shoots 50% from the line. Not a lot of opportunities, obviously, but second one rattles in there. Ayanara with it now. 30-13, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Assumption on top. Down to Grunhofer. Grunhofer back over to Sammy Nelson. She lets the three fly. Left it short. Offense rebound, Kristen Casey. Casey over to Bone. Bone back over to Sammy Nelson. Dribbles in. She gets bodied, and she'll go to line for 1-1 for the Royals. First one for Sammy is off the mark. Rebounded by Abel. Pushes, moves from right to left. Wietrich getting bodied by Kristen Casey. Abel picks up her dribble, back over to Claiborne. Gets a big screen from Abel, hands it off to Gracie North. Gracie, good look to Wietrich, intercepted by Kristen Casey. Casey over to Nelson. Steps back. Swings over to Ayanara, and Coach Klein will take a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Score from Loyal as the Loyal Greyhounds have gone on quite the run, now up 20-12 on Columbus Catholic. So the winner of that game will play the winner of this game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 3:30 to go. Sammy Nelson with it. Back over to Kristen Casey on the left wing. Nelson swings it all the way over to Kristen Casey. Three-pointer too strong. Tipped out there by Emily Bone. Ionara with 13 here in the first half. Had it there. Nelson over to Kristen Casey working against Celine Wietrich. Ionara three-pointer, got it. Quite the first half for Ionara. She's got 16 and almost caused a double dribble there. Celine Wietrich with it now. Picks up her dribble. Over to Rasmussen, down to North. Abel steps back over to Celine Wietrich. 2:50 to go. 33-13. And knocks it away. Kristen Casey up to Ionara. She has 16. Or 18, pardon me. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
2:39 to go here in the first half. 35-13. Mesa Rasmussen with it. Coach Klein took that timeout. Abel picks up her dribble right in no man's land, throws it up there. Rasmussen comes away with it. Wietrich over to Klaben, three-pointer. Got it. That was a good-looking shot. Olivia Klaben for three. 5'6" senior. And it's 35. Olivia Klaben, pardon me. 35-16. 2:16 to go. Appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight to Zaleski Sports. There's a three for Sammy Nelson. Couldn't quite answer back off the hands of Gracie North. He'll stay with the Royals. Kristen Casey to inbound. Taking a long time. Back over to Sammy Nelson. Good shot fake there by Sammy. Kicks over to Jesse Grundhofer. She lets a three fly off the back bracket. Offensive rebound by Emily Bone. Down to Grundhofer. Gets double team. Steps through. She's going to get fouled and go to line for two more. 1:50 to go. Jess just 3 of 6 from the line here in the first half. Gracie North picks up her third foul of the half, and the first one for Grundhofer is good. Second one for Jess, rims out. So still at that 50% mark here tonight for Jesse Grundhofer, just 4 of 8. Up to Hebert, turnaround jumper, couldn't quite get it to go for Mesa Rasmussen. Rebound taken by Grundhofer for Assumption. Sammy Nelson over to INR on the right wing, right baseline. Sammy Nelson working over to Kristen Casey. 90 seconds to go, first half. Nelson goes baseline, good shot fake, good move there. Three-pointer, Grundhofer stepped into it, couldn't quite get it to go. Rebound taken by Klaben for Greenwood. 1:10 to go. 36-16, Assumption on top. Winner has a regional final date tomorrow night. Three-pointer, Klobin couldn't quite get it to go. Tipped away by Kristen Casey, and Ionara with it now. Under a minute to go. She steps through, gets bodied, and couldn't quite get it to go. Either way, it would have been 2 free throws for Ionara. Double bonus also. 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Relatively slow-moving first half. Already past 7:30 here in central Wisconsin. Ionara gets that one to roll in. And we'll go through our scores and updates from Zaleski Sports at halftime. A little bit closer now over in Loyal, 20-15 at halftime over there. Ionara goes 2 for 2 from the line, 38-16. Assumption on top. Celine Wietrich with it now, working from right to left with 45 seconds remaining. Stolen away, Kristen Casey pushes it up to Ionara, and Ionara has a 22-point first half. Swings around, Klobin for 3. Couldn't quite get it to go. Tipped away by Kristen Casey, and Abel will corral it, throw it to no man's land. Klobin back over to Mesa Rasmussen. Abel, 10 seconds to go, thrown away. Jesse Grunhofer, another steal. Ionara with it again. Under 10 seconds to go. Floater left short. Offense rebound by Bone, just throws it up there, and she's going to get called for a travel. 4.9 seconds to go. 40-16. Assumption on top. Wietrich throws it up to Klobin. She throws it up there and couldn't quite get it to go. Not meant for a pass, I'm sure, but it almost worked out in that way. 18 minutes gone by here in the first half in Wisconsin Rapids. It's the Assumption Royals 40, Greenwood Indians 16. We'll hear from our sponsors, come back and get you a scoring update from around the Zaleski Sports Network. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauernfeind Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic schools. Built on family values and reinforced by faith, our schools foster academic excellence and prepare students for lifelong success. Smaller class sizes, individualized support, and diverse opportunities provides for a well-rounded education. Schedule a tour and find out if you qualify for financial assistance or free tuition with Wisconsin Parental Choice. Visit us today at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic Schools.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. We'll turn this up a little bit. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Assumption Royals out big, 40-16 at halftime. Go through some first half scoring, but before that we hear from Dahlman Insurance, the Dahlman Insurance Agency, LLC, family owned and operated, covering homes, businesses, and farms in Midwest Wisconsin since 1978. Dahlman Insurance is an independent agency, so they can find the best rate for the coverage for your unique situation. They have offices in Greenwood and Thorpe and service customers throughout the Midwest, Wisconsin. Find them at DahlmanInsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance. Come for the rate, stay for the service. So first half scoring, first for the Greenwood Indians. Cassie Hebert with 2, Celine Dmytryk with 4, Olivia Kloppen with 5, and Kia Abel with 5. That's 16 for the Indians. And for the Assumption Royals, started off hot. Sammy Nelson with 3, Kayla Kirkman with a bucket, Kristen Casey with 2, Jesse Grundhofer with 6, Malia Colo with 3, and Emily Bone with 2. Ayanara 22 in the first half for the Assumption Royals. Get some scoring from around the WIAA. DC Everest was down by 1 to Wausau West at halftime, 18-17. Loyal was up now 8 a couple minutes into the second half over there. Medford and Mosinee were tied at halftime. Neelsville up by 30 on Colby. So if we got another score from there, 23-23 at halftime. Again, that was a game Medford had beaten Mosinee earlier this year up in Mosinee. So going to be down to the wire over in or up I-39 to Mosinee High School. So just give you some updates, or not updates, but other games going on around the Marowa South. Stratford is at Osseo Fairchild. Spencer is at Edgar. Marathon is at Cadott. Wild Rose is at Auburndale. Newman Catholic is at Athens, playing for a regional semifinal win over there. Other games, Spash is at Hortonville. La Crosse Central is at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Lakeland is at Merrill, so the winner of Lakeland and Merrill will play the winner of Mosinee and Medford. Rib Lake is at Prentice, and the winner of that one will play the winner of Newman and Athens. Selesky Sports, we got Abbotsford and Pacelli boys tomorrow. And Lakeland and Rhinelander sectional final hockey from Mosinee. And then check ZaleskiSports.com, our weekly schedule for our slate of games tomorrow for the regional finals. All obviously dependent on what happens the rest of the night in central Wisconsin and throughout the WIAA. About 2 minutes to go before we get ready to go here in the second half. We bring in Kevin talking a little bit about that first half, how dominant, obviously the heights and all that stuff, but just getting out in transition and getting easy baskets. Ayanara had 22, and a lot of those came in transition.
Yeah, and she's been involved in a lot of steals early on, converting those into easy layups. We've even seen like Emily Bowen underneath the basket. Getting those extra rebounds is huge. Greenwood's really struggled passing the ball throughout the first half, and that's really hurting them dearly. You've seen when they've actually had a chance to shoot, they've been getting some baskets. They had a three in the corner over here. It's just they haven't had a whole lot of opportunities because they've been a little bit sloppy with the ball.
Yeah, and that goes with the pressure that Assumption puts on everybody with their full court press, and we'll see if Coach Klein keeps with that throughout the second half to get that momentum going into a regional final tomorrow. And obviously we'll talk to Coach Klein after the game, but just able to get those steals. Greenwood, again, it's just their 11th game this year compared to now 19 for Assumption, but averaging about 22 turnovers a game. And again, just the height is a big issue for Greenwood coming into the second half. If they want to make a run, they did against Port Edwards to make it this far, but we'll see what Coach Wietrich has in store here in the second half.
Yeah, and Greenwood has somewhat weathered the storm a little bit. It was really getting away from them early in the first half, but then they cut it to 17 at one point and looked like they were kind of back in it, but then you see this big resurgence by Assumption at the end of the first half. Heading into the second half, now they're down 24. That's a hard deficit to come back from.
And what do they say in Green Bay? All gas, no brakes. And I think that's one issue that Assumption had, is they took their foot off the gas for a little while in that first half, and Coach Klein took a couple timeouts to get them back to where they need to be. And as you mentioned, up by 24 as we head into the second half here in Wisconsin Rapids. And right out of the break, they have pressure on the ball. Celine Wietrich starts with it, working from left to right against Ayanara. Ayanara with 22. Again, we'll have a Zaleski Sports player of the game at the conclusion of this one. Throws it up there, Klobbin, and she'll go to line for two. Good, strong, aggressive take to start the second half for the Greenwood Indians as Sammy Nelson picks up the foul. Klobbin's first one is off the mark. Olivia shoots 43%. 3 rebounds, nearly 4 turnovers a game. Second one for Klobbin, rims out, poked off of North and out of bounds. Again, that's a rebound. If you're Coach Klein, you do not like to even have in question with your 6'4" center down there against the much shorter Greenwood Indians. Pull-up jumper for Ayanara and got it to go. Starting the second half right where she left off in the first. She had a season high, career high 25 against Stratford a couple of months ago. Blocked by Bowen, her first block of the night. And she is very close to breaking that career high here tonight. There's a three-pointer, and she does. Ayanara, 3 more.
And the 3 has been there all night for Assumption.
And timeout taken by Coach Wietrich, and we will do the same back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
When you want to win, you look for an expert. When you want an expert to look after your vehicle, you do the same. Sherrill Tire and Service Center will treat you with respect and remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you understand what you need.
Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
One minute gone by here in the second half. The Assumption Royals out big, 45-16. Neilsville cruising against Colby. And that one's out of bounds, staying with the Indians. And still halftime in Mosinee. And the Loyal Greyhounds now increasing their lead, up 13 on Columbus Catholic. Again, the winner of that one plays the winner of this one tomorrow night. Gracie North up and under. Nice move by Gracie. Rebound taken by Emily Bone. Sammy Nelson with it on the left side. 16:40 to go. Back over to Sammy Nelson, top of the key. Down low to Jesse Grundhofer. Gets triple teamed over to Kristen Casey. Bone, Nelson left wide open, three-pointer, and got it. As Kevin said in the first half and right before we went to break, the three has been there all night, and it's just been a factor of can Assumption make the baskets, and they have been able to. Behind the back pass to Grundhofer from Ionara. Can't get it to go. Offense rebound by Bone. Gets pushed out. Ionara over to Sammy Nelson. And a 3-second violation on the Royals. Coach Nelson, or Coach Klein, not looking too happy with the behind the back pass from Ionara. 48-16, 16 minutes to go. And we hear from K&S Logistics, KBC, Screen Printing and Embroidery, Spectrum Benefit and Awards and more. Yet here in the second half, good dribble out there. Steps through, Wietrich for two. And that's exactly, Becca Kind also checked in 23. But that's, again, exactly what Kevin said at halftime. When they've been able to dribble out of it and get open shots, they've been able to knock them down, and Jesse Grundhofer left that one short. Emily Bone with the easy offense rebound. She's got 4.
And that's just another good example of the height just being a huge factor in this game.
Emily Bone, another rebound, just her 4th point. That one got knocked out of bounds. They'll stay with the Indians with 15:21 to go. And she's got a wristband on, hair tie or something. Safety concern with that. Much like if you have earrings, gotta wear them taped. And Emily Bone comes away with another steal, another turnover for Greenwood. 15:10 to go. Down to Bone. Go baseline. She does and lays it in. Bone with 6 back-to-back buckets for Emily. Wietrich with it, gets it poked away, and a foul on Sammy Nelson.
I was kind of surprised that we didn't see more of that from Emily Bone in the we did see it early on, but we didn't see it consistently throughout the first half.
Emily Colo will check in for Emily Bone. Kayla Kirkman checks in as well. And that was really the first matchup she had that was one-on-one tonight. She usually gets double or triple teamed, and took full advantage of the one-on-one matchup down low. Abel picks up her dribble, working on Jesse Grundhofer, tosses it up to Gracie North. 14:45 to go. North gets bodied and will go to line for 2. Emily Colo picks up the foul. Gracie averaging 2.5 points a game, looking for her first points here tonight. First on back bracket off the mark.
And another thing that hurt Greenwood early in the first half was getting into the bonus with 10 minutes left in the first half still. I mean, that's a lot of game left.
North 0 for 2 from the line. Nearly an offense rebound by Becca Kind. Couldn't quite come up with it. Ionara with it now on the right side. Zone still here for Or now man-to-man for Greenwood. Malia Colo at the top of the key. Almost lost it over to INR on the left wing. INR dribbles out of it. Skips it all the way across to Malia Colo. Colo over to Grundhofer, looking down to Casey. Back over to Colo. Kirkman with it now. Again, we'll see what the rest of these lineups Coach Klein has, and Colo will get fouled. Took a hesitation on her shot, and that's why she couldn't get it up any quicker. Is Youngworth coming in on the next after the first shot? Colo's first one left short. Youngworth checks in for Kristen Casey, 3 in for Coach Wietrich. That's Rasmussen, Hebert, and I say 14. I don't have 14. No, 44. Pardon me. Emma Schlau checks in.
Assumption now just 5 points away from getting that crucial 40-point lead to keep the clock running.
Kayla Kirkman lays it in. That was one big spot. We talked to Kayla. We talked to Kayla on Saturday after their big win against Edgar with her 14 points, and we saw right there why she scored as many as she did on Saturday, able to get those open layups and able to get that 22-point win over Edgar to clinch a share of the conference title last Saturday. Schlau with it now. Crosses over against Youngworth. Again, we'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Klein and a Zaleski Sports Player of the Game here at the conclusion of this one. Kai Abel couldn't get it to go. Offense rebound by Schlau, left short, rebounded by Youngworth. Iannaro with it now. Slows it down. Swings over to Kirkman. She's got an open 3 off the top of the backboard. Rebound taken by Colo and lays it in. Leah Colo, 57-18. Again, the Royals will have either Loyal or Columbus. Take a look at that score in just a moment from Loyal. It was a 13-point game. Again, the Greyhounds had dominated the timeout. Coach Wietrich, 30-second timeout. We will step aside, be back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice to learn with small, in-person classes, online classes, and innovative technology classes. Your choice of school to career or career to career support. Your choice to get started here and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. 57-18. K&S Logistics is a family-owned and operated transportation company located in Greenwood, Wisconsin. K&S. There we go. K&S Logistics provides domestic and less than truckload LTL shipping solutions to destinations nationwide. From simple to complex, if you need it to move it, we can find a flexible solution. Visit kslogs.com today for on-time delivery, direct communication, and service in all 48 continental states in the U.S. I appreciate K&S Logistics here in 2020, 2021. Malia Colo nearly tipped that one out. 12:30 to go in the ballgame. 30-18 was the score over in Loyal. Fought for. Youngworth goes to the floor. Mesa Rasmussen finds Abel, who lays it in. Kai Abel with that one. I thought it was Kaya coming in. They said Kia, and Malia Colo gets called for the travel. And then the whole bench said Kaya, so. .12:06 to go. Now 12 minutes. 57-20. favor of the Assumption Royals off of Maria Hartley's foot. The game that we'll keep an eye on, obviously Loyal and Columbus Catholic, but that Medford-Mosinee game, Mosinee coming in as the number 1 seed, won the Great Northern Conference. But they have had their issues with with Medford their last now meeting and a half. Malia Colo with it. Kendall Dillman up to Maria Hartley. Hartley stops, lays it in. Phil Hartley with an extra burst on his announcement. There's a three-pointer. Abel, nothing but air. That's going to be out of bounds to Assumption. With 11:33 to go, Sammy Nelson checks back in for Izzy Youngworth. Again, Assumption will host a regional final tomorrow night. We will have that game right here. Same page, same time as last night, or as tonight, pardon me. And last night, I guess. We had boys last night as the Edgar Wildcats took care of the Assumption boys. Edgar is going to be a team to be reckoned with in the postseason on the boys' side and the girls' side. Kendall Dillman, three-pointer right side, left short. Rebound taken by Maria Hartley. She's going to fight for it. Jump ball, it'll stay with the Royals.
Yeah, Assumption's hosted, this tomorrow will be the 5th game in 7 days at this basketball stadium.
11:07 to go. Again, that all goes to Assumption being out for 3 weeks. That one's going to be poked away. Kendall Dillman, good feet. She's going to lay it in. Right hand. She's going to get fouled and go to line for 2 free throws. Again, they had an opportunity, as Kevin just mentioned, that Assumption girls had been out for 3 weeks, able to come back home and play some home games coming into after their win against Auburndale. Dillman misses the first one. After their win at Auburndale, they had been on the road for 2.5 weeks to start 2021. They were excited to come home, play Marathon, have senior night against Marathon. Dillman goes 0 for 2. And then they got put on a 2-week quarantine, which turned into 3 weeks because of needing practices. And then we had that snow day. So it's just been a crazy year. 36-21 Loyal now, 29-29 over in Mosinee. And Neilsville up by 32 with 7 minutes to go. Abel misses the first one. 10:50 to go here in Wisconsin Rapids. 39-point game. Abel's second one is good. Kaya with 8 for the Indians. Kendall Dillman with it now. Again, see Jesse Grundhofer and Emily Bone sitting on the end of the bench next to Coach Klein. Maria Hartley, a line drive 3, can't get it to go, and out of bounds back to Greenwood. Most likely will not see Emily or Jess anymore here tonight, as well as we'll see if Ayanara gets any more time. She is at 27. There's a three-pointer right side and rattles in there. Delaney Kirchner for 3. 59-24. Sammy Nelson with it. Nobody moving. Back over to Kendall Dillman. Dillman over to Kirkman on the right side. Dribbles with the left hand. Right hand up and in. Good move by Kayla Kirkman. As we see Casey Schultz, getting ready to check in, as well as Morgan Reichel for the Royals, getting some good minutes here. Not even halfway through the second half. That one's going to be still in the way. Kayla Kirkman with it. She's going to take a left hand, throw it up there. Can't finish. Maria Hartley, nice offensive rebound. 61-24. Kendall Dillman with it now. 9.5 minutes to go. Kirkman on the right side. Line drive pass from Leah Colo. Can't finish. Offensive rebound. She gets hacked. And we'll go to line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, Kayla Kirkman, I can really see her, starting on varsity possibly next year. I mean, I know she plays a lot on JV right now, but I think she's going to be playing a lot on varsity next year.
Yeah, she's got the grit, and I think that was one reason Coach Klein had her play some JV this year just to get that confidence of her shot back that she had even last year. So Morgan Reichel, Casey Schultz, and Sadie Donahue all check in for the Royals with 9:23 to go. Colo's second one is off the mark as Schultz comes away with the rebound. Casey has been dominant down low to Reichel, left hand, can't get it to go. Offense rebound, she's going to get fouled on the floor. And that's what happens when you play as well as Casey and Morgan have during the JV season. Then you get the opportunity to suit up, sit on the bench, and get an opportunity to play in the postseason as Malia Colo for two more. 64-24 with 9 minutes to go. Stolen away up to Dillman. Dillman will take it herself, right hand, 360 around the rim and in. 66-24 as we will, unless timeouts are taken and free throws, shots, but it should be a runner the rest of the way with 8:40 to go. As Maria Hartley will check back in for Malia Colo. And just, sorry.
Assumption, I was going to say, Assumption's been so close to that 40-point threshold, but they just haven't been able to, get there, and they finally did.
66-24. We hear from our friends over at JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery. At JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery, our specialty is custom apparel. Since 2008, JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery has been family-owned and operated with competitive pricing, no minimum order, and quick turnaround time on your order. Call JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery at 715-743-3113 or visit on Facebook to begin your next custom apparel order today. 66-24. We got a score over in Loyal. Let's check her out. Oh, wow. 41-21. Loyal has taken control of that ball game. It was close for a while. Columbus had the lead in the first couple minutes, but it will be a date between Assumption and Loyal. They have had quite the matchups over the years in the postseason as Reichel gets smacked in the face, and Morgan will go to the line for two. Apologize to Morgan on, I think it was Monday. She was in the game. I took the name of the JVer that had 52. Morgan with an opportunity to get her first career varsity point. Second one is up, left short, and a lane violation. Morgan will have another opportunity. 7:30 and counting. Reichel's extra one, a left short. We'll say 2, but 0 for 3 from the line. Out of bounds, staying with Greenwood. So again, Assumption jumped out early in the first half, has really kept the pedal to the metal here in the second half, able to increase that lead and get it to that 42-point mark. The Royals will have a regional final opportunity tomorrow against Loyal. Dillman gets pushed from behind, counted and one. Beautiful move by Kendall Dillman.
It's really nice just to see, some of these JV players get on a varsity playoff game. That's huge for experience.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially, Kendall plays a lot on varsity, but she doesn't get a whole half of a half to play, and to be able to, like you mentioned, just to get some varsity experience, especially in the postseason. Even when your team is up by 45, it's still, no matter the opportunity, and that one's going to be left short. Maria Hartley with the rebound. 6:50 will be on the air tomorrow with our Chili Implement pregame show. And then take you through a regional final. Assumption and Loyal right here from Assumption High School. 3-second on Sadie Donahue, a turnover back to Greenwood. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Valley Communications post-game show. Valley Communications CU post-game show tonight. Make sure I get that right when Coach Klein comes up here. Reichel will run the point. Kendall Dillman swings around to Casey Schultz. Pull-up jumper! She has got a nice-looking shot for a sophomore. And it's 71-24. Good-looking shot for Casey Schultz. There's a three-pointer off the back, and it just dies on the back of the rim. And Avery Wietrick has her first points here tonight. Donahue down to Reichel. Good post move, right hand, and she's going to get called for the travel. Coach Klein laughing on the sideline. Give a shout out to the seniors of Greenwood. Celine Wietrick, Cassie Hebert, Olivia Klobin, Gracie North. They will leave Greenwood after knocking off of a good Port Edwards team on Tuesday, but just too much against a taller team here in Wisconsin Rapids. So again, shout out to Greenwood on a tough season, obviously. Reichel gets left short. Kendall leaves that one short and throws it into the hands of Avery Wietrick. Leah Kola will check in. Next dead ball. Ball's on the floor, and a jump ball staying with Greenwood.
Yeah, in the one opportunity we did get to see Greenwood, they struggled, but they did come back and win. But we definitely saw them kind of struggle throughout this game, and we kind of had a feeling they might struggle versus Assumption.
Yeah, and I knew Port Edwards was a little bit taller team, but in the second half they outscored Port Edwards 30-24, and just not enough here, obviously, tonight with 3.5 minutes to go. We'll have Coach Klein and see who he brings up for Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. Ayanara finished with 27. Jesse Grundhofer, no points here in the second half with 6. Emily Bone with 6. Floater left short. Malia Kola with the rebound. She'll run the offense. Down to Reichel. Finds Schultz. Casey down to Morgan. Turn around. Rims out. Rebound taken up by Avery Wietrick for Greenwood. 2:45 to go. Again, a team that had only played one game since January 15th, including their win on Tuesday. So they had one regular season game between January 15th and was that February 9th? So Becca Kind will check in for Delaney Kirchner after her free throws if Kirchner can knock them down. Coming into tonight, 2 of 2 on the year. Good looking shot for the 5'4" sophomore. She had a three-pointer in this half for Coach Wietrick. Under 2 minutes to go, 71-28. Second one for Kirchner is good. Kind will check in for Delaney Kirchner. 95 seconds to go.
Steve, are you going to reveal your player of the game, or are you going to keep it a secret until we get to the post game?
We usually let Coach Klein we'll see who Coach Klein brings up and Good pass up and left short. Colo rebound, and she'll go to line for 2 free throws. And we'll see who Coach Klein brings up, and we'll go from there. INR had 27 tonight. Team high, career high. But everybody has been able to play here tonight, so that's always a good thing, especially in the postseason, as Colo knocks down her first free throw. Colo's second one is up, and it is perfect. Under 40 seconds to go, Spectra Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and now in Spencer. Spectra Benefit Solutions is your group benefit provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectra Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectra Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Reichel up and rims out. She'll have an opportunity now with under 10 seconds to go. See what Morgan can do here. Awards and Awards, your one-stop application for awards, plaques, trophies, embroideries, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and Awards, also the proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to be in your next trophy order today. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 2 points for Morgan. And that will do it here tonight from Wisconsin Rapids. Throws it up there, can't get it to go, but the Assumption Royals win here in the regional semifinals, 75-29 over the Greenwood Indians to advance to the regional final tomorrow night against the Loyal Greyhounds. We'll take a quick break, come back with Coach Klein and Zaleski Sports Player of the Game in our Valley Communities. See you post-game show. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone. How about real-time transaction notifications too? We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic schools. Built on family values and reinforced by faith, our schools foster academic excellence and prepare students for lifelong success. Smaller class sizes, individualized support, and diverse opportunities provides for a well-rounded education. Schedule a tour and find out if you qualify for financial assistance or free tuition with Wisconsin Parental Choice. Visit us today at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic Schools.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. The Assumption Royals move on here to the regional final tomorrow. Valley Communities Credit Union. Time now for the Valley Communities Credit Union postgame show. Valley Communities Credit Union, where memberships matter. Obviously, Sammy, a big win tonight, moving on to the regional final against Loyal tomorrow night. Just talk about the fast start. Obviously, you guys struggled on Monday against Stratford. What was the mindset all week during practice to get ready for a game tonight?
The mindset was just to bounce back from that, not live in the past, live in the future. Really just focus on the next one because it's playoff season now, so it's a whole new season, so it didn't matter. So we just had to bounce back from that.
And able to get off to such a fast start tonight, hitting a lot of shots, getting a lot of steals. Just talk about being able to get off to that such quick start tonight and able to get that lead and able to hold it all night.
Well, it's huge. It's huge to get the confidence booster, especially for tomorrow. And it's huge just to get some momentum rolling so we can hit some shots tomorrow.
Absolutely. And obviously, Loyal tomorrow. You guys haven't, I think you were supposed to schedule to play Loyal, got canceled, but I have the Greyhounds tomorrow. You know anything about the Greyhounds?
Well, yeah, I know they run a full court press, I think. We're watching film tomorrow on them. But, yeah, they're a pretty good team. It's going to be a battle. It's definitely not going to be a walk-off. Yep. So we definitely have to go in there with another mindset of just playing hard and getting the next play.
Perfect. All right, we're going to put you in the house, all right?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you that. I'm going to walk out and zoom in here. You ready? I'm going to
yeah.
press down 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Say your name and say I'm in the house.
Okay.
3, look right here.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Sammy Nelson, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Sammy. All right. Coach Klein, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Obviously a big win tonight. Talked to Sammy a little bit about it. What was the mindset after that tough loss on Monday in practice all week to get ready for the postseason?
Well, we had to get back to competing a little bit, which, at this point in the season, it's tough to do that in practice. That's something that's developed through the year. And with not a great showing on Monday, I'm not going to lie, we didn't have a great week of practice. So there's benefit to playing in a game like that when you can improve in a game rather than like in our conference trying to just battle someone every night and try to manufacture a win. There's a game where girls can maybe not feel as much pressure and just go out and work on things, especially on the defensive end of the floor. So hopefully that helps us. And moving forward tomorrow against Loyal, they're going to be a tough team, so there's going to be a little more attention to detail necessary, and looking forward to it.
And just talk a little bit about being able to hit those outside shots tonight. Obviously, able to have a lot of wide open shots, being able to hit them and get those confidence for a stretch run in the postseason.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to be in our gym, but we're blessed to play here again tomorrow night. And, we got robbed of so many home games. We do have a lot of girls that commit a lot of time shooting on these baskets. So hopefully that pays off tomorrow night.
I had one more question. I lost it. Bummer.
How's the baby?
Good.
Good?
Yeah. Got one more coming in June. So.
You know what's nice about this COVID thing?
What?
You don't smell the poopy diapers.
yeah, that was one thing. But, yeah, so. All right. I had another question. We'll leave it for tomorrow.
Sounds good. I'll
be
there.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, with that, we're going to sign off here from Wisconsin Rapids as the Assumption Royals move on and will host the Loyal Greyhounds tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:50 with our pregame show, our Chili Implement pregame show, as we like to thank Valley Communities Credit Union here in the postgame show here tonight. But again, a big showing, 75-29, I believe the final score here from Wisconsin Rapids. We'll have highlights of this game later on tonight, also from Neelsville and Colby and Columbus Catholic and Loyal, as well as Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln and La Crosse Central and Moseley and Medford. A lot of games, a lot of live games coming up in tomorrow as well. We'll have Loyal and Assumption right here tomorrow night. Tip-off at, inbound at 7 o'clock from Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. For Kevin, this is Steve signing off. Have a great night, everyone. Please stay safe, stay warm, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night from Wisconsin Rapids Assumption.